Hey everybody, Andy G, free guitar chart videos here, and I've been kind of down with this 99-day cold, they call it, and all of a sudden I've got about 6 charts ahead of the lessons, and so I decided I better make some kind of a lesson or start catching us up. So out of about 6 or 7 charts, I think we're gonna, try to get up to today's chart, which was 124, but this one is 119. Modal string assignment shape, string shape fitting string circle fretboard. So I guess I've got this new way of playing. Okay. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to play the old way. As a matter of fact, I enjoy being able to play, the ways that I'm comfortable and confident in playing. It's just a new way of looking at things. This is a perfect example over here, but actually it's simpler to look at it this way. Alright, so we'll be jumping around a little bit in charts. So remember our S3L and our S2L. S2L in the C shape. So your C shape pentatonic, right? Your C shape pentatonic. Big O C. And S2L on the bottom, and then an S3L with a warped up top so the 7 goes where the R is. Okay, so the S3L and the S2L, you could call them something different now. You don't have to call them like what I've always been just calling them pattern numbers, like stack of 2 long and stack of 2 short. There's nothing wrong with that when you're first learning, because if you look at this, look at these two guys here. You see these 2 squares here? There's a fat rectangle, and then there's a long rectangle. So that's the long is the L there. And then this was the short stack, because it's only a whole note long. So it was short, but it was a stack of 3. This is long as a stack of 2. You put these 2 things together, and you get the cage shapes as you go up the guitar neck. So you get the C shape, you get the A shape, okay, you get the G shape up here, you get the E shape, and get the D shape way up here. Okay, that's your cage progression, C-A-G-E-D. Now, look at this. Does this spell caged? No. See, this spells C-G-D-A-D. But as we went along, we started in C with 3, 4, 5. We went to A with 5, 6, sharing the 5. We went to G with 6, 7 root, sharing the 6. We went to E with 7 root 2, basically sharing the 7 root. And we go to D again with 2, 3, 4, sharing the 2. So I got a new way of looking at this. I decided I had a little bit of trouble remembering, well, what's S3L bottom? What's S3L middle? The only one I could remember super quick was 5, 6. That would be in the A shape. So you could just take these boxes and put them together and make the A shape. If you just don't worry about the 4 and the 7s, then you've got this stack of 3 short and a stack of 2 long, and you just go. The reason why there's only 2 stack of 2 short on the bottom It's because they kind of go off the fretboard in no play, no string, no play land, virtual land. So, having difficulty remembering D was easy enough. I decided to assign the cage shape that each of these string patterns, they're unique. The cage shape that they are the bottom string of. So let's look at that. Well, before we do that, I want to say, so 3, 4, 5 is going to be C. 6, 7 root's going to be G. That's how I'm going to remember it. So when I say play a G, I'm going to think 6, 7 root. Even though G has nothing to do, well, you don't see a G in that string. You don't see a C. You don't see a root. Even in the key of C, you don't see a root in the C string. You see, I've got quite a cold. Yeah, I had to get a little water there. This cold is like a sink or swim cold. So you have to swim. So we have to learn. Okay, so not far away. We have the bottom string up here. The 3, 4, 5 would be our C. This CR means C root shape. Okay, and even it might be easier to look at it with today's chart, but we can do it on this one. The 5, 6, so 3, 4, 5 would be the C encaged. Encaged, we've got the C root, we've got the A root, we've got the G root, we've got the E root, E-shaped, and D-shaped. There's your caged. Just like that. C goes to A goes to G, G goes to E, E goes to D. Caged. Now, so I decided to look at the bottom string as the way to define the pattern string fragments, the unique string fragments in the patterns, and therefore in the basic building blocks, and therefore in the patterns. So the X and Y transitions on the short bar. Now this is looking longer than short, but it's going from one to the other. This is how I originally started this, and I actually have a lesson on this, so we should move along. So we're now repeating how I didn't know what was going on over on this side, so I could play this to my heart's content within this cage or whatever. And I kind of knew that the next shape up was there, but if it was caged, I had to start it on the ending note here, and then there was overlap. I decided to use the magic string circle. So using the magic string circle, we don't have caged anymore. We're skipping every other letter in caged. So caged is C-A-G-E-D. Here it is, C-A-G-E-D. But guess what? That's going counterclockwise. This magic string circle is going the other way. Now this might have been before I changed the direction, and I did. I did change the direction of this so that it goes in the same direction as caged. But you can see it's every other one. So as you go up the fretboard, this doesn't change. C is going to skip a letter in caged and go to G. Okay? And this is how this. So this is